She didn't appear in the ice. If you've ever been to an ice rink late at night, you know the feeling. The ice creaks beneath the skates as if it's recording every movement, as if it's listening. I understood that one day before New Year's Eve. That night, the rink stayed open longer than usual. The city was already preparing for the holiday, but there were very few people. Some had gone home early. Others didn't want to risk getting injured so close to the celebrations. The lights around the rink were dim. Snow fell slowly, heavily, and the entire place felt cut off from the rest of the world. The music played quietly, as if someone had turned it down on purpose. I was skating alone, slowly, without any real direction. And then I realized there were only two people on the ice, me and her. She moved perfectly, too perfectly. No sudden turns, no hesitation, no loss of balance. Her skates barely touched the surface, leaving almost no marks behind. At first I thought she was simply experienced. Then I noticed something else. I couldn't hear her skates at all. I stopped near the barrier and looked down. My tracks were clear. Scratches, curves, thin cracks spreading under the light. Where she had just passed, the ice was smooth, untouched, as if she hadn't skated on it, as if she had glided above it. The music faded. It didn't stop. It disappeared. Along with the distant city noise, voices, even the wind. All I could hear was my own breathing. That was when I noticed she was standing in the center of the rink, looking at me. I wanted to look away. For some reason I couldn't. Her face was normal, not frightening, not distorted. And that was what made it worse. She looked like someone I should have recognized. I glanced down at the ice again, and my chest tightened. Under the lights, the ice reflected like a mirror. My reflection was there, clear, slightly warped. Hers was not. When I looked back up, she was closer. I didn't remember her moving. The digital board above the rink flickered. The numbers changed and froze. December 30th, 11:55 p.m. The time didn't move. Then I finally heard her skating, but the sound was wrong. Not sharp, not metallic. It sounded like a finger sliding across thick glass. As she passed me, the air changed. It wasn't winter cold, it was empty cold. The kind of cold you feel in abandoned buildings. I forced myself to turn around. She had left one mark on the ice, not from a skate, a barefoot footprint. I slid toward the exit and took my skates off. My hands were shaking, but not from the cold. I looked at the security guard by the entrance. He wasn't moving. His eyes were open, but unfocused, as if he was staring straight through me. When I looked back at the ice, she was no longer alone. There were 3 of them, then 5. They skated in a slow circle, perfectly synchronized. No reflections, no tracks. That's when I understood. This wasn't a rink. It was a waiting place. The board flickered again. December 31st, 12 a.m. They all stopped at once. They weren't looking at me. They were looking down at the ice, at the reflections they didn't have. And then I heard whispering. Not around me. Inside me. As if the ice was trying to remember who they used to be. I don't remember how I ran out. I don't remember how I got home. But the next day, on New Year's Eve, I saw a news headline. Ice rink temporarily closed. Security cameras recorded people no one remembers seeing in person. I don't go to ice rinks anymore. Because I know one thing. Ice doesn't only remember movement, it remembers those who didn't leave before the year changed. And if you ever notice someone skating without sound, don't look for their reflection, because one day the ice will need a new one.